That's when I was like, wait, the AC.
Bufo on the beat.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did we talk about the beer again? Oh shit. All right, so round two. It's the Lyrical Fix Podcast, episode 53. Your host Sade
and Kid Pro. We out here, year 2, episode 53. I was more excited before. I was really excited.
I know. I'm so sorry.
I was doing the round of applause and all that shit. Let me get back into it. Fucking episode 53. Yeah, nigga.
Let me get back into it.
Get back in my fucking zone. Just drink that shit.
Cheers. Victory. Gold. Sour monkey.
Victory. Sour monkey. Sour triple. Tastefully tart. Mystical flavor. I said everything so smooth before. Now I feel like I forced it.
No, my bad. Yeah, because I didn't.
But it's all right. You know what? We in my fucking favorite month of the year, September. Mm-hmm. Autumn's coming. Motherfucking Virgo season.
It's
Shit's
almost
in
like
the air.
Not a juxtaposition, but there's a word for it. I can't think about it. It's your second favorite month, but there's a day that you don't like.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, go.
Second favorite month. Fuck you.
No, what? I swore I thought I just heard you say that. Or
no, it's my favorite month.
Oh, your favorite month.
Yeah,
okay, I'm sorry.
To be funny with that too.
Oh no, your favorite month.
It's my favorite month.
I don't know why I heard second. I'm sorry.
No,
continue.
my favorite month. Yeah, favorite time of the year, and year 2. I'm fucking excited. Yeah. And also with the new month brings a brand new producer, so I wanted to shout out Bufo on the beat, our feature producer of the month.
Yeah, just shout out to him. I saw he had posted it on Facebook.
Oh yeah, so basically I don't even know what the platform was, but Timbaland I think played him on his Twitch, I believe. Shouted him out, played his beat, said the beat was dope. Great look for Bufo. And then on top of that, Illmind of all people, he was saying how much he always checks when Timbo is doing any live videos, and he mentioned heard him mention Bufo, so Illmind additionally showed him love. So Bufo's been getting that look from the OGs of the production game. So much love to Bufo for doing his fucking thing. I kind of want to play the
video.
If we got it, yeah, go ahead. We can pause it and play it. I'm sure it won't be a copyright issue.
I hope. Oh, I doubt it. All right. So I got the video here now. We're going to play this shit. I know. I lied. Tim's face is so funny to me. I feel like, is that how I look when I listen to music?
Yeah, absolutely how you
look. Really?
Yep. Give that inquisitive face.
Really?
Yep.
That's so funny. This is so cute.
Well, let me say something real quick.
But yeah, he got a special shout out, and it's fucking dope. And I didn't even realize because he said it in the post. He's I've barely been doing this shit for only like 2 years.
Yeah, man. No, he's been working his ass off. That's really what it is. Mm-hmm. So that's dedication. That's patience and persistence to your craft. So it fucking worked. So I appreciate it, man. Much love to Bufo for doing his motherfucking thing. And as always, I wouldn't go back to the intro. We did this before. But at Lyrical Fix Pod on IG. You can find us on Anchor, Audio Mac, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure to check out YouTube for the clips. If you don't know, the full episodes and everything else in between. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Give us the 5-star ratings. Keep us hot out in these podcast streets. Year 2 is underway. Sade, let's get started with our week. The little catch-up session that we have. You said you had nothing.
No, like I had a crazy week, but like work-wise.
Work-wise, okay.
Like not really eventful. I mean, we can talk about the show, guest show, duh. I just realized
I was going to go into that as well, but...
Yeah, but start with your shit first.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, man. So, my little man turned a big 1-0. Very interesting time. So, I took him out to Turtleback Zoo for the Treetop Adventure obstacle course. Kid's out of shape. I brought him and his 2 friends in there. Oh, let me say the funniest thing was this kid. I'm starting to see how he's growing into a little mini me. Like we're in the car and we're riding, and out of nowhere he says in the backseat with his friends, "You guys want to hear some dark humor?" So I turn around and look at him.
Bro, that's you.
I'm like, what? He's like, and this is a joke, and I apologize right off the bat for anybody that's sensitive about this joke, but fuck it, time's passed. It's not going to be a too soon moment. He says, "Who are the fastest readers in history?" And his 2 friends look at him like, "I don't know." I'm like in the back, "I don't know." His mom doesn't know. We're like, "All right." He's like, the people that jumped the Twin Towers, hundreds of stories in less than a minute. And we all looked at him, and all I could do was 10 seconds silence, and then I just started crying, laughing. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, kid?
Oh my!
What is wrong with you? And I just could not stop laughing because it's like, where does this kid come from? All this time, this is what he's growing right in front of my eyes, and I never even seen it.
Oh,
it's
that's
crazy.
definitely your kid.
That's my kid.
That's
And
your
I'm just like,
kid.
wow. And then it's like two other things, like we're hanging out at home, and something came up, and he goes to me, he's like, you know the vibes, Dad? And I stop, and I'm like, what the hell did you say to me?
Oh yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, don't ever tell me that I know the fucking vibes. Don't ever that. And then the other day I was like, look, hey buddy, I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven real quick. I gotta get something. I'll get you some snacks or something. What do you want? He's like, oh, say less.
Say less.
I'm like, what'd you say to me?
Oh my
like,
God.
Don't ever tell me to say less. Just, yes, Dad, I'll like this and that. Let's keep it
I
like
don't
that.
know how that makes me feel because I say less.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just, it's wrong when it's your kid saying it to you.
And he's 10.
He's 10. I'm just like, bro.
So I'm like, I feel like
There's
maybe
a certain lack of respect right there. That
I turned
was like,
28 in a couple months. I don't know if I should stop saying that.
That's like, oh, say less. He just said it with so
Well, I don't say it like that.
so
but
much
yeah.
enthusiasm. Oh, say less. Because I'm like, he just wanted his chips. Oh, say less. I'll take some Doritos.
Can we get him, like, can you record him saying that so we
Say-
can make
yeah, I
it
can-
drop?
yeah. I'll call him
Oh,
one day and he'll
shit.
be like, oh, say less.
Oh,
And
Lord,
then,
that's
yeah, that
amazing.
was something. It was fun doing that whole little treetop adventure. I did the
Mm-hmm.
zip line. That shit was cool.
I'm so terrified to do that fucking zip line.
That was not bad, man. The other shit though, the treetop where you're just walking on stuff and you have to have that one wire holding you. You need a lot of upper body strength for that
I
shit.
imagine, yeah.
And my kid was just worn out. The other kids were worn out. By the end of that shit, everybody was tired.
Yeah.
We got some like fast food afterwards and then took it back home. Good fucking time for a birthday. He doesn't really ask for much, so that's really cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was the weekend, and then we went to that show. Back at the
I don't
train
know.
station in Union.
I'll
King
be I'll
University.
be honest. I don't know what to call it anymore.
Rocking a Truth or Lies showcase.
Truth or lies.
Truth or Lie.
So it went from Speak Your Truth to Truth or Lies.
Truth or Lie. Yeah. Ambush Effect.
Can
is
I-
the host
can
of
I
the show,
just say,
believe.
I like-
I could
I
be
like
wrong.
Speak Your
it's,
Truth.
it's at King University.
Speak Your Truth is better. Anyway, so yeah, Truth or Lies. It was dope. I liked it. We got there late,
You and me got there a little late. Yes.
and then yeah, because I hit a little bit of traffic because it was fucking pouring, and then it stopped raining, so it was like zoomed fucking over. Got the bottles, well, the little nips, and then
bottles.
and I just had I had a bag full of like little like alcohol bottles, and then I had another bag of plastic bottles.
And I brought
empty.
some drinks to mix.
Yeah,
We had a little
it was dope.
shindig,
I
little
liked
soiree.
it. We missed Guess's first performance, but when I got there, he was so hard on himself, and Danny was like, "It was fine." I'm like,
He
"Man,
was overthinking it.
yeah."
He's overthinking it. You know,
But
just-
you guys do that. I was actually talking to B about it earlier when we were talking about the music videos.
Yeah, we do that. If we're not seeing people jumping around and enjoying themselves, we automatically think that we're having a shake performance.
Yeah, and I feel like Guess probably thought that in the beginning, but then as the night progressed, then we're just like, oh, this is a rough crowd.
It was a rough crowd.
It was a really rough crowd.
But I mean, that's what you get sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, but I also see that because there was more seats this time around, so more people are sitting, so they look uninterested.
Yeah.
They look more comfortable than anything, and they're not really ready to get up. I mean, you got to think about it. When there's a lot of seating, people don't want to keep getting up and sitting down and getting up and sitting down. I've learned that from going to a lot of these
Yeah,
shows.
but my show always had a shit ton of chairs and nobody was ever really sitting.
It's a different vibe. It's more open.
True, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was my first time singing Cracker Ass Cracker live. Sorry, no disrespect, King Cracker. Actually, his explanation.
His response to why his name
The
King Cracker.
explanation, because
Yes, I love that.
the response from the audience once he was announced, even the host was like there was hesitation, and then he just
But he was
afterward
ready.
he kept I got to see him perform. Never got to see him really perform. I don't think I've seen any videos, but yeah, I got to see him perform. And it was pretty dope. He's had this one line that threw Danny off, and she wouldn't stop talking about it for like the next half hour.
I think I remember the line. Yeah.
Something about labels, suck my dick or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, or suck a cock. I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
But it was but his set was good. I think he did really good. And then I think Trill or Guest mentioned that he was thinking about changing his name.
Right.
Which I understand, but then now with the explanation, I'm like, all right, King Cracker, I could kind of go with it.
Yeah, no, I think
the crowd was like fucking loving it.
The crowd loved it.
The host was like, all right, I'm gonna call you that then.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
No, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
King of the Crackers.
So
I loved it.
He might actually rock with it. Trill performed. It was really dope. Ron always brings the energy. Guest. It was weird. Like I loved the performance between like you, Nitty, and Guest. That was fucking fire. And I know you were like, you had a rough day. You were like, I don't know about it yet.
Yeah.
But I think it was good. You did your thing.
It was alright. I was just,
You weren't in the moment. And this was like your first performance.
Yeah, it was.
Like since everything went down.
Yeah.
Which I thought you would have been more excited about.
I don't know why I wasn't excited.
Are you excited about Friday?
I am excited about Friday. I'm going to be doing my thing. I don't even know what songs I'm doing yet, so that's another thing I'm scared about. But I'm figure it out by this weekend.
We'll talk later.
And then just rehearse. I still got to know how much I'm doing because apparently they emailed me to send them a short bio. So I figured they wouldn't do that for someone that's just going to do one song. So I imagine I'm going to have more than one song.
No, if you're are you
I'm on the
headline? I think
So
if you're on the flyer, you're like the
because I
feature.
said I would perform. I just didn't know it was going to be as a feature. I thought I was just going to sign up and do one song, but I guess they give me more, which is cool. I don't mind.
I think they have it where you know how like Check It, you can sign up online.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So I think it's whoever signs up online, they put on the flyer instead of just making it like an open mic.
No, I reached out beforehand. I was like, I'm down to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna do my thing out there. Carefully select some songs and see how it goes. It should be nice.
I think it'll be dope.
Yeah, last week was me getting the rust off, and now I think I'm in a better position. And I'll deal with the acoustics and all that stuff, and bring the energy and be pro.
I think it'll be dope. I think it'll be really good.
It's gonna be great.
And then it's gonna be amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. Fucking show me some support, goddammit.
I love you.
I love you.
No, but it was weird at the end because we thought it was over and then they called guests up. Or I figured like maybe it's one last open mic, like one like sign up like at the door or whatever, that entrance, whatever the fuck it's called now.
We got one last sign up.
And I was mad confused when they named guest. The guest looks at me. I'm like, I didn't know you were going. He's like, I don't know what song to do. And then he calls me over to the computer and I'm like, I know, I told him what song to do. Then he calls me over. He's like, it's not working. What song should I do? And then he gave me like 2 options or some shit I forgot already. But that shit was funny. Cause
I ended up doing Candles.
Yeah, Candles.
Yeah, man,
I think the Candles fucking worked out.
That was the one I wanted to hear anyways.
Yeah.
I killed that shit. And much love to guests as well for dropping. That same day dropped his Project 33. It came out 2-pack with Yosinova on the production side.
Yeah, Beautiful was our If You Don't Know last week.
Beautiful. And Candles as well on that track 33. And who else? Frank Nitty was there. Jack WD.
Jack WD, of course.
She My Grande Life Music, of course, as well. Young Benny, another dude that we met over there.
Yeah, Young Benny. Yeah,
very talented guy. I like him. Who else? I know we're missing.
And it was
more
good as an artist. I like the fact that he, mind you, like I'm used to, because I don't perform, and if you don't know about me or the show, then I don't get approached like that.
Yeah.
But the fact that me and you weren't sitting that close together, there was space between us, and he like looked over and like just handed me his phone.
Yeah.
So I think that was pretty dope. And then I was talking, he's like, oh shit, you do that? And I'm like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, we actually have a podcast too. I'm like, have you seen the back of our shirts? We're matching.
No, only one person complimented us on that. It was one of the comedians.
Really?
Yeah, Kenny Bourne. He talked to us both.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, he was a comedian up there.
Because I talked to him, but I don't think, because by the time I walked over, he mentioned the podcast.
Yeah. He's like, so that's Mama Bear, so you Papa Bear? I was like, no.
Aw, he's so cute.
I was like, no, we are on the podcast together and all that stuff, but yeah. And then I was telling him, and then we were talking. And then we just ended up talking about, because that night fucked up, unfortunately. And it sucked because it happened while Benny was performing. Yeah. And I really wanted to enjoy Benny's performance. But as he's starting his song, I get a tap on the shoulder, or someone comes up to me and says, yo, Chadwick Boseman just passed. I was like, and while fucking Benny's performing, I'm trying to enjoy it. I'm like, yo, this dude's nice. But at the same time, like, people are huddling around. So hopefully, Benny, if you're hearing this, if you felt weird during your performance, only because we just found out at that moment, dude died.
The news fucking broke because all of a sudden, like, my phone, I'm talking to Sam for my job. I'm talking to her, and then I feel my phone going off. I open, I'm like, why I have a message from Yost? Yost was like a few feet away.
Yeah.
So as I'm walking over to him, I open it, and I'm like, I stop and look at him. Because I was talking to her, watching his performance, and she's like, oh, he's good. I'm like, yeah, like, I just got his Instagram. That's why I checked my phone, because she was like, oh, what's his shit? So I open my phone, I was like, oh, my God, are you fucking... I felt like dropping my phone.
Yeah,
right
man,
then
it
and
was
there.
bad. And just, I remember everybody huddling around and talking to him or talking about it while this guy's performing. I felt bad. Like, I had to put my phone down. I'm like, nah, I'm here I got to check homie out.
Yeah,
So,
like in that, like I
was a
talked to
tough
Yost a
moment.
little bit, and then I just like turned around to like, okay, I gotta.
And that really sucked, man. That kind of ruined my mood the rest of the night. You
Yeah.
know? Like, I really couldn't enjoy the rest of the night after that. I kind of just wanted to go home, kind of just call it a night.
Yeah.
And then I was just thinking about it on the ride home. You know, so it was tough. But
Yeah, I tried to like wait until I got in the car to think about it.
yeah, because
Because I didn't. There was so many people there, and I know like we ended up doing a photo shoot and shit that we still have to go through the pictures. I still haven't. Sorry, Nina. I have to.
I got a
will.
couple. I got already a couple good ones.
Okay, then I'll just go by you.
Well, she sent me like 3 or 4 of them.
Same.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think she sent me the same. She
Yeah.
didn't do it in like a group chat, but she sent it.
And I
to
wasn't
us
sure if
separately.
she edited those either or if they was just natural ones. Because some of them got like a grainy filter, like a vintage
I think so.
filter on, so she
But
might
if
have done
anything, we
something
can
on it.
always, yeah.
But I'll go back.
But it was pretty dope, and then I got to actually get into my photography bag. Like I was taking pictures of
Yo, you
guests.
definitely was. Yeah.
Oh,
you-
I missed it so much. I missed doing that.
That was straight director of photography vibes.
I missed
here,
it.
Get this angle right here.
I was like, no, stay. Click, click, click.
Fucking
I felt like, and then no, then I instantly reminded myself because I'm retarded. Of Austin Powers. I was like, sexy kitty, sexy,
You
give me
was telling
sexy. I was like fucking with him. No, but it was dope though. And then I think either I did. Oh, I should have said Blue Steel, but I did it with him. And then I got a couple shots with.
Guess.
No, not guess. No, I got a shit ton of guess. I looked at Nina. I'm like, Nina, I'm so sorry. Like I went off.
Oh, you did.
And then I got a couple of Trill because Trill was like, all right, I'm done. I was like, wait, I thought you don't. I was like, man, we gotta schedule this. Like.
No, I saw the vision. That one. That one picture you took a guess looked like it was a Newport ad. That should look dope.
That wasn't even on purpose.
Was it?
That wasn't on purpose. I know there was a few more that were fucking amazing, but that one came out so
That shit was
good.
That shit was dope.
And that was, I didn't think I would
Look
be able to
great.
catch the smoke like that.
I took a couple with Yost too. That I'll show you those. There's one that I really like, but it makes me look super super taller than Yost. So
on the stairs?
yeah, on the stairs.
Yeah, that one was my idea because Nina was trying something out, and I tapped Nina. And I was like, hey, like maybe try that wall like on the
It
stairs.
fucking looks
whatever.
dope, but he looks like he's my little brother. I don't know.
But it looks cool though.
It looks like I'm towering over him.
Some Kid Nova shit. Actually, you look like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks. Yeah.
He looks small as shit. Yeah,
looks like
even
a
though he's laying
midget.
against the wall, still.
He looks like 4 feet tall.
This one kind of looks like my little brother.
But it looks good though.
That's when Ron fucking walks by us. I was
No,
mad.
but see, but how good they can. I was like, no, keep staring
that
at
you
Ron.
can tell. That you can actually tell that it's like a stairway. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, shit. Oh, it's thunder.
Oh
Lightning.
shit! Thunder and lightning on mine.
Rain
But
Thursday.
what was I gonna say? Shit. By the time we wrap up and go to the greenhouse, it should be over.
Yeah.
But anyway, but it was dope though that night. Congrats to everybody who did their thing, and then that's all I gotta say about that night.
Good fucking time. Hey, did you catch the VMAs?
No.
Did not catch. I didn't catch them either. I heard Doja Cat had the best performance, but only because it had choreography,
Mm-hmm.
lighting, decent song. She killed that shit. So
How did they do it like BET style?
yeah, like it was socially distanced. Everybody had their own shit. The Weeknd had a great performance on top of a building.
Oh, nice.
I forget what building it was, but it looked fucking fantastic,
Dope.
man.
I heard there was like somebody who won that made no sense, or that won like a lot of categories, but it didn't make sense.
Lady
It's-
Gaga won a bunch, and I haven't even heard that song, the one with her and Ariana.
Me neither.
But she swept the awards apparently. I don't know how that works.
I mean, VMAs is more like popularity. Most
At
of
this
these
point,
award
because it's like
shows
video
are,
music, like music
popularity.
videos just aren't as popular as it used to be.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like it's like at this point, it's like when you drop a single, it's only hot for like the first day. Like
Mhm.
when Drake and Future dropped "Life Is Good" video, we only talked about it for a day, and that was it. Like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like they're just doing different jobs.
And then we brought it back up with the award with BT Awards.
That was
yeah.
it though. Like we didn't really care too much
Yeah.
about it. Like it's not discussed anymore. It's not a big deal. Like I remember back in the day when like All About the Benjamins came out. Motherfuckers talked about that shit for months.
Oh, that was such a good one.
It was such a good video.
It was. It
Like
really
all
was.
the Hype Williams $1 Million director joints, like those were like
Mm-hmm.
events. Now it's just like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And Life is Good was a Little X video, I think, or Director X. Was,
shit.
yeah. So it was a big budget director.
No, it was. It was.
So it's like, but it's not a big deal anymore.
No, it really isn't. I think for like indie artists, it's good. But like as fans, we're looking like up to the celebrities and like artists.
Yeah.
And we're like whatever.
It's come to a point where it's like you got to just keep doing videos for every song now. Like it has to be that way. You just got to kind of add that additional content.
Yeah, but it's also good for promotion wise. That's why it's
Yeah.
good for indie artists.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Other than that, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
really catch the rest of it. I didn't see anything. Obviously, they shout out Chadwick Boseman. Then, of course, Cliff Robinson, who passed as well as John Thompson, who passed. Like,
And then there was there was somebody else, a Hall of Famer, baseball, that just died.
baseball player just died. Oh shit. Seaver.
Yeah, I found that out last
That
night.
was
at
last
work.
night. Yeah, man, that shit. People dying left and right, and then
Yeah.
you don't even know if it's COVID related or not. And then you find out The Rock has COVID. Him and his whole family.
That was insane.
Oh, that's
Because when I
killing
found
me.
that at work,
The Rock.
I was at my regular had like brought it up. I had like the Yankee game on for them, and then he brought it up, and then I had asked him, but he was like, I can't even find it. He's like, I can't find like why he died or some shit like that. It was
Yeah.
like it just says that he
They don't-
died.
They don't mention that till like a couple weeks down the road. and
Yeah,
it's like,
but I didn't know if they were gonna bring it up. Like, I mean, Chadwick, we all knew that. Well, we know now that he had cancer, which is
Yeah.
fucking insane.
but the
to
first
me.
thing I thought about was those pictures of that video that came out of him a couple months ago.
when he was like super skinny.
Super skinny. I thought it was a role. That's what you think nowadays, because you
Yeah.
see so many other actors do it. Like, oh, he's probably just playing a role.
I remember it like confused the fuck out of me because I'm thinking like maybe like this wouldn't this be the time like they're back to shooting for like Avengers and like Black Panther movie and shit.
Yeah.
So like he had a lot of movies under his belt,
He did a lot of roles in those
and
4
I
years.
forgot when he was diagnosed with cancer.
Well, 2016.
Yeah,
He was
okay.
diagnosed with stage 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
To think he did all that shit.
in between surgeries, procedures, chemotherapy, just to do all what he did.
Fucked
Thurgood
up.
Marshall. He did
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson, Black Panther in multiple movies.
Yeah.
Civil War,
He has
Infinity
like
War.
he's in 3, right?
4 movies. Four movies. He was
yeah,
Black
yeah,
Panther.
because Civil War, Infinity,
Endgame and Black
Endgame,
Panther.
and then Black Panther.
Yeah.
I forgot about Endgame.
So
yeah.
I mean, and he was scheduled to have a lot more. Obviously, Black Panther 2 and whatever other Avengers movies came out
Yeah,
afterwards.
he was a week before. I seen an article a week before his passing. He was
Supposed to-
preparing.
Yeah, preparing for
He was
prepping.
preparing. He's prepping up for
Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, and now people are saying like, Disney doesn't know how to continue with the film. If you want to follow the comic book storyline,
Somebody brought
Shuri,
that up, yeah.
his sister, becomes the new Black Panther.
She
And
does.
with the climate that we're in, it's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea at all. Because I had seen I seen that post, which makes sense because it was in the comic books. I seen another post where they bring back what's his name? I can't remember his name.
What, Killmonger?
Yeah, Killmonger. They bring him back, and he's the new
Black Panther.
yeah.
You could do that too.
To me, when you're looking at MC, well, it was funny at the bar. We were not like work, but like the bar. We had this full out argument, and the bartender comes by. He's like, "Yo, you guys are fucking nerds." We had this full argument.
About who could be the next guy.
No. Like just MCU versus MCU, like comic books and cinema.
Okay.
And it was just funny. So I thought about that, and I remember like we're all like, well, the movies they follow the comic books to an extent because they just like think about it like creative license. That was my argument because
Yeah.
they're like so pissed off. Half the table was pissed off about cinematics and shit. So I seen the post. I remember I shared it, and somebody that I'm friends with Facebook, but I really don't know. He comments. He's like, "Oh well, if you don't know, some of like if the comic books, this is what happened. The sister." I'm like, "Well, yeah, but I mean." The movies don't follow the comic
They don't.
books.
It's its own universe. That's why it's called the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Exactly.
It's a whole different universe.
So
you don't
and
gotta
that's
follow shit.
yeah. Like I'm more of the movie nerd than the comic books because I never had my own comic books. I always had to like steal my brother's,
Yeah.
and that was when he wasn't looking and watching me and shit. So I understand, and I love the comic books, but at the same time, the movies aren't gonna follow it.
No,
Let's be real. They're gonna try to offer up something different.
And there's too many universes in the comic books. They branch out so much.
I just hope they don't recast. That's all I care about. Is Killmonger or the fucking sister? As long as they don't recast.
I agree, because maybe I'm thinking like nowadays with CGI, you could have a whole scene with someone dressed up as Black Panther where he doesn't take off his mask and somehow just dies, and then that's it.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
I figured they would have
a scene
early on in the movie. They would have a
early.
death scene. Ooh. We should remember this time. 25 minutes in, we should remember this time, so we can like go back to it when the movie eventually comes out. So I think like that's how I figured, and he would die, and then somehow either the sister.
Yeah, it takes the mantle on as the Black Panther. I think that works perfectly.
I hope they stick with the comics and the system.
It's something that they have to do. Also, I heard that along with COVID, they had to stop production on the Batman set because Robert Pattinson just contracted COVID. So they had to slow down that shit. So he's got to do his quarantine.
Contracted. That sounds like.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't even know the right way to say it.
I know for a second.
He caught it. He caught COVID. He got COVID.
Yeah.
Something
never
like
mind.
that. Yeah,
for a second,
contracted
I'm like,
is probably the wrong word.
When you said contracted, I was like,
yeah, no,
it can't be
contracted
COVID.
is probably the wrong word.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, he got that shit too. So apparently that's been halted as well. It's happening everywhere.
Okay, but I mean, rest in power, Chad Boseman, like Black Panther. There will be no other. There will be no other.
You can't, man.
I want to kind of like close that out before we got into Batman.
Yeah, no. You have to at this point, because it's just like it was such a great movie, such a great moment in cinema.
Yeah.
Just a great moment in like Black culture. So it's like to kind of reproduce that with somebody else, it won't have the same effect.
Yeah.
It just
because I know that a lot of people may, especially like the newer generation, knows him only as Black Panther.
Yeah.
But he had so many fucking good roles before that. And he was on this like I'm trying to think, not incline. I guess incline in his career. Like
no, he was like in his prime.
Trying to think if like that was the right word, but he was definitely in his prime.
He was about to get an Oscar at some point.
No, yeah, for sure. Even like if his movies, if it wasn't an Oscar for like any Marvel shit, any Black Panther stuff, but any like the movies he had before that and maybe after that, like he's fucking amazing.
Who else? He did Thurgood Marshall. He did Jackie Robinson. I think he did James Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he did James.
Was it James Brown? Yeah.
Yeah, like so he was killing these roles, like all these biopics.
He really was.
He was fucking doing it. I think he knew it. He's like, I got to make a lasting impression here. I can't do some bullshit roles. He wasn't trying to do like, okay, I'll play the main star's funny side, friend or whatever. No, comedic relief. He wasn't trying to do that shit.
And he did these. He did a lot of like these great movies. Yeah, kind of later on in life, but it's so fucking good.
Really good. Really talented,
we lost
man.
the real one.
He really like put himself in his work, and at the same time, there was pictures of him coming out, visiting children's hospitals, talking to cancer patients as well. Like he was giving them love and, helping them out, dressing up as a Black Panther or just showing up as his regular self.
Yeah.
Like,
did you see the pictures of like various kids like just sitting there like crying with like all their action figures just like surrounded in a circle and they had Black Panther like on the floor?
Yeah, it's a big deal, man. Like I have I remember the first chance I got, I bought my kid still in there. It's a Black Panther movie poster in his room, and I told him the other day, I'm like, hey, keep that up, keep that fucking poster up, man. We're not taking that shit down. We're keeping that up.
Did you tell AJ?
No, it's in AJ's room. I told him.
No, but did you tell him?
He hit me up that night during the show. He's like, Dad, did you hear the news? I'm like, yeah, buddy, I heard. He called me and everything.
Oh, that's right.
He called me. Yeah,
he did call you.
So it was that serious because we like.
No, that shit kind of freaked me out when he called you because I was like, did something happen? Because like the tone of your voice, I was like, I got like shooken up. I was like, oh my God. Yeah,
he was a little, he was worried and everything. I told him it was all good. I asked him if he's okay. He's like, yeah, I'm okay. And then we got home. I got home and we talked about it real quick, and then he was all right.
Yeah.
So, but it sucks, man, because he was such a good dude, in the film and also as a regular person. And you hate to see people like that, especially so young, 42 or 43.
43, yeah.
43, man. I hate to see that shit. And it was just a stark reminder to me that, like, I need to get my ass to the doctor and check myself up because you never fucking know.
Yeah.
You never know.
I told you my friend had that colon cancer scare. Yeah. And it turned out to be nothing. The doctor was just very irresponsible how he, like, kind of gave that information. Yeah. But, yeah, my friend just, like, not, like, crash and burn, but just broke down. Yeah. He was like, I can't work, like, because he broke down at work. I missed it. I wasn't there for it, but he texted me. He's like, yeah, they sent me home. And then that was it. Then I found out a few days later. He was like, yeah, like I couldn't I kept shaking. I kept crying. Like it kept hitting me. But I also don't want to be alone. Like getting that information is like terrifying.
Yeah.
And then having to live through it. So let alone like thinking about Chadwick. Sorry, thinking about like how he did all that shit. His wife and kids. He has kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure. He has a wife. Not
Just
sure
a wife.
kids.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know if he has kids. No. But I know he has a wife. Yeah, for sure. But it's just fucking sad.
No, it's a very sad situation, man. Like I said, it's a very important reminder for everybody, especially men. Just get yourselves checked out. Go to the doctor. You know what I mean? Definitely just keep your health first.
No,
Really.
for sure.
Always be about your health, man. It's scary out here. The millions of types of cancers that one can get. Like, it's wild. Like, my family has history of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
My father, like... It's scary stuff, man. It really is, man. Like, there's even if you are healthy as shit and you do the right things and eat right, you can always have that sneak up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the best people in the world have gotten that shit.
Yeah, because there are people that I've met that have lung cancer, and they've never smoked.
Yeah, but you got 80-year-olds that haven't had shit and still smoking a pack a day.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
motherfucking Lance Armstrong, fucking had testicular cancer. Lost a nut.
That's right. Yeah.
Lost a goddamn nut. Won the Tour de France.
Yeah.
Even though he cheated, because afterwards they found him with, using steroids and shit. But still, regardless.
He did kind of help out. This whole looking at like.
Yeah.
Hey,
half a nut.
Half a nut. I mean, maybe the steroids just had to make up for the other nut.
I mean, I guess so. The power was in the nuts.
I think with men, the power are usually in the balls. So, this could be why.
Half a nut's an early candidate for a title.
We're gonna use that to segue out.
Half a nut.
Half a nut. All right, Batman.
We'll slightly bust out of here.
I fucking hate you. All right, Batman. How do you feel about the trailer?
Oh, about the actual trailer? Okay, now we'll get into it. Yeah, so even though they had to stop production, apparently that trailer is only 20% of the fucking movie being done.
Really?
Yeah.
Get the... bruh.
Can you imagine that? That's only 20% of the movie so far.
That looked like beginning to end recap of the fucking movie. Or like almost to the end.
Well, yeah, somewhat, yeah.
Like, it looked like maybe
the way it was sequenced.
70%.
Yeah, so if you can just imagine, like, they've only done 20% of the shit.
It looked like up to, like, the fight scene. That last fight scene in the movie after, like, 4 or 5 others. Like, that's the one that determines the end of the movie.
Yeah, because in that shot, you got Batman, Catwoman, Riddler, Penguin, Commissioner Gordon, who's now played by a black actor, which is dope.
Which I really liked, yeah.
Yeah. And apparently this is Batman in year 2. Like, this is just his second year as being Batman. So he's just starting out. And Pattinson surprised the hell out of me, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? If he keeps
did
fighting the way
his
he did, I'm down with that, And it's going to be a completely different universe than the Justice League movies as well. So it's going to be a standalone, just kind of like Joker was.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be its own type of thing. I don't think Joker's in this movie either. If he is, it's going to be a surprise.
Yeah.
And then you need a whole another Joker. It's not going to be the Joaquin Phoenix.
It almost seemed like it, because I thought it was. Because you saw the Joker followers in that sense.
Yeah, but that was like more Riddler. But that could be.
That could be Riddler. Yeah. You're right. That's why I was confused about it. I'm like, didn't it seem like borderline like Joker people? No?
Kind of, but I don't know. Some of the enemies are different. Some of the villains are different. You never know. But
no, they are like not the actual like villain, but like the people that rally like behind them.
Yeah. Like
their minions in a sense, I guess. That's what it did seem like to me. But I have to see it over again. It's just, no, you know what? I'm not going to see it because if the movie's not going to come out for a long time, it's like a tease.
It's going to be a while.
I mean, it is a teaser.
It's all a tease. All these fucking movies are a tease now at this point.
Who plays the Riddler?
Who plays the Riddler?
Yeah.
I forgot the name, but I know Colin Farrell plays Penguin.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? I
think it's good. I think he can pull it off.
Yeah, I guess.
I think he can do it. Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman.
Yeah.
I didn't see much except like the costume she was wearing.
The Riddler is Paul Dano. He looks so fucking familiar though. I've definitely seen him around.
I don't know what show he's been on. I don't even
recognize that name. When you see his face, you'll be like,
oh, I've seen him before.
Yeah. I just don't know what movies. I'm not gonna look for him, but let me see.
He's played a nerd at some point, I feel like.
Oh shit! What's his name? Remember him? He's in the movie too.
Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude has played Smeagol. He's like the number one like motion capture.
I loved when I saw him in one of he was one of the Avengers. I just don't
Oh,
remember
and
which
he was in Black Panther. He was the bad guy in Black Panther. He was
yeah,
Claw.
no, so it was from Black Panther. Then they moved. It was Civil War. No, Ultron. He was in Ultron.
He probably played
Ultron
Ultron.
cut his arm. No, Ultron.
Oh, that Claw. Yeah, it's the same guy who was in Black Panther. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's the same character
Yeah.
throughout the whole universe. But, yeah, I was so happy. I was like, oh, shit, look at him.
Yeah, that motherfucker. I think he also played, like,
It's good he's
the
getting his own
apes
fucking-
in Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He does all that
he
shit.
did. No, he's amazing.
He's
and
great.
Smeagol's disgusting to me. But, like, if you see the behind the scenes, like, no, I remember when first I was a Lord of the Rings, like, nerd. I mean, I'm just a nerd. But watching that part, I would, like, cringe. Because it would, like, I was young.
That's so crazy that you can even get paid to do that shit. When I found that, when I saw him doing that, I'm like, you dress up in that skin tight clothing with wearing a bunch of balls around you.
The behind the scenes shit was just, like, enlightening. It's like, oh, shit.
Like, I really get a new respect for actors. Like, when I seen actors that had to just look at, like, a tennis ball and act like it was a 7-foot tall monster.
Yeah.
That shit is hilarious to me. But then, yeah, dudes like Andy getting paid, like, fucking millions of dollars to dress up in skin tight shit with balls all around you to act like you're fucking Schmeagle. Like, that's fucking insane, man. Like, I used to do that shit all the time as a kid, just act and walk around and shit.
You could have got
to
paid
think
for
that I could have got paid for walking like this.
Bag.
I missed
you
the bag.
Clearly missed the bag.
Nigga, I would have, if I'd have known. Oh, what? I can get paid for acting this silly?
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, what? I would have been
Oh,
on that
shit.
shit.
We all fucking missed the
quick-
bag.
Oh, my God.
I went through a phase like that, too.
That's why I'm thinking about the voice acting bag, too, because I be hearing about that
We've
shit.
all been telling you to do this.
I know.
Even Yos told me, like, on the side, he was like, yo, I can definitely see Pro, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, join the club. Me and Gus have been bothering.
I
Pro
know,
about
you guys
this.
have. I know.
I know.
I have so many different voices I can try out. In a world. The fix is lyrical.
I'm just saying, the bag's there.
The bag is there. You just
Yeah.
gotta find it. I mean, because it's hard. You can't just have a regular. At least I don't think. I'm assuming it's harder than it really is. Doing the voice acting
yeah,
shit. I'm sure.
probably.
You gotta have something.
But they,
to it.
like, what was it? I remember it's a few of the actors, like the voice actors actors, in Rugrats have been throughout all of Nickelodeon.
Oh, yeah,
shit.
I know, yeah.
It's insane because
Yeah.
there would be times like I remember watching the cartoon when I was younger. I'm like, that voice sounds so familiar. Like
Yeah.
my ear was that tuned in back then.
Yeah,
It started with that.
There was I was put on to something recently. My favorite voice actor, because I used to hear him all the time when I was listening to watching cartoons. Rob Paulson. He has like his own podcast where he just brings up other famous
Voice
actors, and they like recreate scenes. Like he brought on the girl that does Tommy Pickles' voice. Mm-hmm. And they recreated the scene from A Few Good Men with Jack Nicklaus and Tom Cruise. So he played the psychiatrist in Animaniacs, the German psychiatrist.
Wait, what's his name?
Rob Paulsen, ROBPAULSEN.
Okay.
We could play that, sure. That shit was funny as hell. Rob Paulsen and A Few Good Men.
Oh, he does look familiar. What? Oh, he's in Little Mermaid. What did he play Sebastian or something? I'll look for it.
But
later.
yeah, there's a scene where he does like that, and the girl and I didn't even know it was a girl, but she does Tommy Pickles' voice, and it's like, you can't handle the truth, like, you know, I want the truth, like it was fucking hilarious,
No,
man.
yeah, I know one of the voice actors in Angry Beavers went on to like do hell.
Oh, that guy, the dude for Angry Beavers, he was the voice of the cat in Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah,
man, that dude, yeah.
Which it bugged me out because I know Angry Beavers wasn't that popular.
Nah, that was the shit.
It was the shit.
show was
No,
the shit.
it was. I was very alone in my household because anytime it came on, they're like, "Oh, change the channel."
Yeah.
Like, no.
When I first saw, I was like, "All right, this is new. I'll give it a chance."
I liked it
Because there was that whole new lineup of like other cartoons from Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo,
Angry
Powerpuff
Beavers
Girls,
was the shit.
Courage the Cowardly Dog,
Yeah.
Cow and Chicken, Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Cow and Chicken. Was
All the
actually
motherfuckers
really
was
good.
coming out because this was
That's
like
fun.
the era after Doug, Hey Arnold, Recess.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember like watching Animaniacs and shit. And
Yeah. I
yeah,
remember
man,
that
those was my
one.
shits growing up, man.
No, I remember like I can't say it. Animaniacs. Ooh, I said it.
Animaniacs, yeah.
So, no, I got tongue tied. So I remember whenever that was the show that I remember my brother or one of them hated the most because
Animaniacs?
of the intro. So anytime it came on, I'd be like glued to the TV. They're like, change that fucking channel.
Animaniacs.
Fucking change it to 106 and Park and shit.
To the max.
Yeah.
Get back and relax. Dun, 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 dun.
They fucking hated it.
But I remember, like, because I remember from that show, it was like, I got Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
I got the Good
Pinky and
Feathers.
the Brain was the best.
The Good Feathers, the pigeons, they were like the Good Fellas.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
Yeah, them shit. That was the shit, too. Yeah, they had the fake-ass Robert De Niro and shit. Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck. And then what else was on there? Pinky and the Brain.
Mm-hmm.
That one girl that kept saying, I love you, bye-bye. Remember that one little baby?
Oh, shit. I don't remember.
She would always try to get in trouble, and the dog or whatever the pet was always saving her.
Yeah.
And she would always say, I love you, bye-bye.
I know. We'll look for it.
I forget the name, but there were so many little cartoons in there. And then the jokes were so grown up, and they would always have, like, celebrities, and they would make fun of the celebrities. Yeah. And now, I bet if I watched it now, I would laugh a lot more. Yeah. Because as a kid, I just, like, didn't get the jokes.
Yeah. I remember a few years ago watching Angry Beavers again. Like, I seen it when the last time I actually had cable. Yeah. I'm going through, and there's like one of Nickelodeon's like extra channels, and like 2-3 in the morning they were playing Rocco's, which we all knew had fucking adult shit. Yeah. And I remember Angry Beavers came on after, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
That's why I want to go back and watch Ren and Stimpy, because I really want to see how bad that was. Ren and Stimpy's
disgusting.
I know. I want to go back and see it. Like, again, I haven't seen an episode in a minute.
I mean, like, I grew up in a party house with everybody significantly older than me, so I got to learn a lot. I had to grow up fast. I learned a lot of shit at a young age. So some of the stuff from Ren and Stimpy, like, I would laugh because I got it. And I remember one of my siblings like, why are you laughing? And I'm like, because come on, like, it's right there. Like, I would catch on stuff, but when it came to Rocco's, it had, like, I had to watch it later on. Because at the age that I watched it before, cause
you weren't getting it.
No. Yeah. But I Ren and Stimpy I would watch like a little bit later on.
Then I'm gonna watch back and I'm just gonna laugh my ass off. No one's like, wow, I can't believe I missed this.
He was a sex phone operator, right?
Who?
Rocco, no? Well, that's like a theory.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, he did use it. He did work like
he
on
definitely
the phone.
had to be. I don't think there's like
See,
no
there's
doubt.
so much in there that you just don't catch when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Same thing with Rugrats.
The neighbors, the frog. It was the wife was definitely cheating. No, was it the wife that was cheating? The wife was flirting with everybody. She wanted everybody.
See, I didn't even catch that. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Nigga. Yeah. What?
The shit we grew up off.
Yo.
We grew up on whatever, I can't say.
See,
it.
I wouldn't even caught all that stuff.
SpongeBob SpongeBob wasn't as bad, but that was after. Oh, that was a little after us.
SpongeBob had a couple subliminal messages.
Yeah, especially in the beginning.
But it wasn't as bad as the Disney movies.
Disney movies were... Oh my! I don't even want to talk about like that. That's the only thing. I'll do Marvel. But because I don't want to know anymore. I don't want it to ruin me. But Disney, I just seen some like I seen this Facebook post, and I already knew, like Walt Disney or whatever. Like he had his whole thing and the whole Mason. That I don't even know if we can talk about it really.
Oh no.
But
remember,
like all that extra shit, like.
There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of subliminal messages, like the Little Mermaid shit, like the a lot of the castles were shaped like penises. Yeah.
Then you had like sex either in like
Lion
in somebody's hair. So the Lion King, it was in like in the the flowers that flew into the air.
I thought it was like Simba hit on the ground and the dust came up and it said sex.
Because he was like, and then like the dust and flowers or whatever spelled out sex.
I think the wedding scene in Little Mermaid, the priest has a boner.
Yeah. Aladdin, there was some other shit.
You could overhear someone saying take your clothes off or some shit.
I think so.
A lot of little shit.
And it creeps me the fuck out.
It's cringy. It's cringy.
It is really cringy. But like certain things they would say like, oh, that was a disgruntled writer or like artist, like because like you know the people that draw the cartoons.
Even
and
on
shit.
I remember seeing a scene on Instagram. Someone had like grabbed like a 3-second loop of Hey Arnold.
Don't tell me Hey Arnold. Well, Hey Arnold's like...
Yeah, there's a Hey Arnold episode where Hey Arnold's like walking out of a house going down the steps, and in the background, inside that house, you see someone looks like they're eating someone's ass. Like he just digs deep, he just sticks his head.
Oh, I did not see that.
Yeah, it's weird. I gotta find it.
That.
Yeah, it's funny as shit.
That's kind of funny. No, but like the Walt Disney shit, I read up on something that about like Disney World or Disneyland. What's the original? Disney World, where like back then they were parents were like giving their kids to wall, pretty much,
Right.
for this whole underground bullshit. And I'm like, ugh. It's like I got stuck within a wormhole for like an hour. Oh, 1,000%.
Right.
That almost.
I just showed Sade the video.
Do you remember the blind guy in that movie? I mean, in the show.
The blind guy.
The blind black guy almost
Yeah.
looks like him for a second.
That shit was interesting. That shit was interesting.
That really was. Oh Lord. All right, so let's take a break and then we'll get into topics and shit.
And we're back, episode 53. Your motherfucking 2 is back. Fucking doing shit.
You're fucking psychotic.
God, man.
All right, so what were you just telling me?
All right, man. So I was just scrolling through the internets on my IGs.
The internets.
And I just saw a
I
headline
need something to drink.
saying that the top doctors in the nation have advised, in order to stop the spread of COVID-19, the newest thing to do, check this out, wearing a mask during sex and avoiding kissing new people. Now, according to a top Canadian doctor, if you want to significantly reduce your chances of potentially contracting COVID-19, you need to stock up on plenty of masks and wear them while having sex.
Okay.
This is from CNN. Dr. Theresa Tam, Canada's chief public health officer, released a statement earlier this week on staying safe from COVID-19 when engaging in sexual activities. Quote, sexual health is an important part of our overall health. However, sex can be complicated in the time of COVID-19, with risks increasing for partners engaging with people outside their household. Dr. Tam says once you've established enough trust in your relationship, sexual partners should also consider using a mask that covers the nose and mouth. She also added that, quote, current evidence indicates that there is a very low likelihood of contracting the novel coronavirus through semen or vaginal fluids. However, if the people involved do not have symptoms, sexual activity with new partners does increase your risk of getting it.
What if there's like... Nah, man. I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to wear a mask during sex.
It's a dub. If you don't want to contract it, if you don't want to breathe the same air, then doggy style. Sorry, I'm just saying.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Absolutely. You ain't gotta look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. What is it? The cowgirl, but the other side where you're facing opposite.
Reverse cowgirl.
Yeah, there you go. Like
You're facing the other way.
Yeah,
Reverse.
I don't know why they
Yeah.
do reverse. But I just like no. And my thing is, if these are so, it's pretty much that's aimed to like I guess Tinder dates, like just
so.
the one night stands maybe.
Yeah.
But if it's like a date, you're sitting at a table with no mask.
If I'm gonna meet new people and do stuff with them, the mask doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah. By the time, even if like I know people who would like meet people even like on Craigslist, Tinder, all of that shit. I need to stop being friends with hoes. But I mean, I love you guys. But anyway, so by that point, I mean, sex comes like shortly after they meet in person. But by that point, I don't think the mask would matter.
The mask wouldn't matter. You're already inside the person.
Yeah.
You're already inside them. I'm sorry to be so graphic, but you're inside the person. What does it matter at
Yeah.
this point if we're wearing a mask or not?
And I'm sorry, but I like all that extra breathing that you're doing. I'm taking the mask off. I'm not thinking about it. I'm just like,
Yeah, word. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, all the physical movement that we're doing. The last thing I want to have is something covering my nose and mouth.
No.
Yeah, I'm not with
yeah.
that. Avoiding kissing new people. I'm also not gonna go out and just randomly make out with strangers. That's not gonna happen. So, the most kissing I'm doing out in public is like whenever I see someone like a female kiss them on cheek.
Yeah.
I'm not swapping spit with random people. That's just
No.
not happening.
That's just weird.
Yeah,
Well, I
no.
mean, maybe it's like the hoes that go to festivals. The festival hoes will, or they're equivalent to like our time with the house parties. They
Yeah.
just make out with anybody.
Dude, that's so fucking wild.
So maybe it's just a PSA
But hey, you know
for
what?
them.
They have to have stuff like this for people because there's people
Yeah.
that don't know.
That's
That don't know better.
and that's why you told me this off air, and I'm like, nah, save it for
Save it for
when we
the
record.
pod, yeah. 'Cause
Save it for
motherfuckers. So in case you didn't know, if you don't know, that's not part of our if you don't know segment. But if you don't know,
now you know.
Now you know. The more you know. Oh my god. All right.
Rainbow.
Moving on from that. Moving on from that. So yo, this past Monday, I'm
yeah.
glad this is the first time we've been able to fucking have a versus that was the week before our pod. Monica vs. Brandy went down.
Yeah.
I did not watch it. Sorry to say.
I didn't watch it fully.
You didn't watch it fully? Okay.
No.
I mean, I saw the memes.
I saw the shade.
I saw the shade that was thrown in the beginning as well.
I heard about like the rest of the shade that happened throughout.
But I mean, our predictions were pretty much correct. If you really wanted to count this as a battle, Brandy had this.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the songs now, and it's not showing me the first one. It's not showing me the round one. Is that wait? Hold on. No. This is it's Trenches to I Want to Be Down. So Gone to Borderline, Angel of Mine, When You Touch Me. Angel of Mine and When You Touch Me, that makes no sense. Monica went first. And then, this is weird. So Monica went...
Round one was What About Us?
Huh?
Round one was What About Us versus Everything to Me.
Oh, okay. So it's weird to me that... See, no, maybe this list is weird because I feel like this list... is the songs, but it's not everything.
Hold up, I sent you.
Get the actual. Okay, you got it. You sent it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so round one. Oh, see, no, the list I was looking at, I think was their charting on Apple Music. That's what it was. I was looking at the wrong one. So What About Us? Everything to Me. He Is, A Dozen Roses. Full Moon. So Gone. I Want to Be Down. Oh, so Brandy took it first. I Want to Be Down. Don't Take It Personal. I can see. Damn, that's a tough one. It's almost a tie or Monica. I really don't take it personal.
I'm looking at this right now. Yeah, this is
Angel in Disguise. You Should Have Known Better. You Should Have Known Better. I would give round 6 to Monica. Missing You, For You I Will. Round 7, Monica.
And then she ended it with Angel in Mine. Yeah. Yeah. See, now, like, no matter how you spin this, no matter how you sequence the songs, Brandy's taking this.
Oh no, for sure.
Like, and
because I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I seen parts of it. Well, no, because I seen it. I got the beginning. I missed some of the rounds, and then I finished watching.
Now, regardless of the competition here, this ended up being the highest charted Verzuz ever, with over 5 million impressions. Just I think a total of like 4 million different people watching it at some point. It reached like 1.2 million. That was its highest ever.
Yeah, it was. 1.2 million.
It was very dope.
4,200,000 total viewers, 100 million plus in stream links, and then 5 billion impressions.
Yeah, so
holy
serious shit.
Wow.
Very, very. This was definitely talked about.
And they got 1.8 million extra. Like, Apple Music had 1.8 viewers.
So that's insane in itself.
That is
right
insane,
there, man. So it was crazy. I think the only thing people could talk about all night was how Monica looked like Lord Farquaad.
Yeah.
From Shrek. And also if those were boots or pants that she was wearing. I still don't know to this day.
I don't know. I seen I was like, I'm not going to even question
I'm not going to even say anything.
I just moved on.
The shade.
moved on.
The shade was definitely there.
It was. It definitely was.
And it just reminded that motherfuckers ain't fucking with Brandy. They just, Brandy's got, is on another level when it comes to singing voices.
Yeah, it definitely brought me back to like I know there are people now that do sing. Right. But that was a time where
you had to sing. You had to sing before you get any respect.
Yeah.
Like how it used to be with rapping. Like you had to know how to rap before you could really be respected.
Yeah, now it's kind of like just free game.
Just make a hit.
Yeah. Now it's just like you got free game, like do whatever the fuck you want. Back then it took a certain skill level and talent to kind of really break out.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
But no, man, shout out to them. I think the next Verzuz you're gonna have to look for someone around that level to get that type of hype. Around it, because I didn't think Brandy vs. Monica was gonna sell or the way it did, but it brought back a lot of '90s nostalgia vibes.
I think
because it was the perfect '90s R&B. I think
so,
but I just didn't expect that.
Especially since they had the whole like feuding thing, like we talked about that last episode with Manny. Like they the industry always likes to, especially with men too, but especially with women, you may not sound the same. You may do different music, but they're gonna almost different music, but. As long as you do the same, like sing, as if you have one commonality, like that's it. You're pitting against each other.
Yeah.
So
just crazy. Now, who do you think for the next Verzuz? You got any?
It'll probably be that Ashanti Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole.
Because it said that Ashanti did accept it.
Ashanti's trying to, because I see her now. She's trying to make noise. You see her now. She's in that Joyner Lucas video.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably because she got dicked down by Joyner. He's honestly, he's probably in her ear like just do it, just show him.
That's what you need.
Honestly, I really do think that Keisha Cole will get mopped up.
Yeah, man. Yo, Ashanti got too many.
Yeah.
Not even solo hits, just features.
Yeah.
She got too many.
I just don't. I don't see it matching. I was gonna say, what else was it? I seen another one. I don't remember. Oh, they were talking about, which I don't see this happening. Boys to Men. I mean, not boys. Ooh, sorry. What is it? What is the boy band? NSYNC, and there was the other one.
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
That'd be dope. I want to see the. I don't think you're gonna be able to get Justin in there with all them niggas.
Possibly, but I know one of the guys on NSYNC was like, "Oh, we'll take it," which I definitely agree. I mean, I was always an NSYNC girl.
I think if anything, Justin owes Timbaland that favor.
But I think Verzuz is very black culture, which I don't know if they would do it.
Who wouldn't want to see that shit?
But
though?
I would definitely want to see that.
I would definitely tune in and see a Backstreet Boys NSYNC.
So I got
Why not? Yo, you know they want to do that shit.
Yeah.
I know Backstreet want a piece of that.
You know
shit, what? Even make it 98 Degrees versus LFO. I'll watch that.
You know, I said Boys to Men. Why didn't Boys to Men should have been pitted with 112?
No, they did Jagged Edge.
No, but that's weird. I thought about that at the time, but I never spoke about it. Really?
Different era, yeah. Boys to Men and 112 is different era. Boys to Men is like strictly right before them niggas. 112 and Jagged Edge made more sense.
They overlapped a little bit, but yeah, you are right. Yeah, because they did start like years.
And
before.
in that case, Jagged Edge is still a little newer.
But in that case, they were different, right? But they pitted I forgot his name for a second. Babyface, and what was the other guy?
Oh,
shit.
I'm not forgetting this shit right now.
I keep saying Teddy Riley. It wasn't Teddy Riley. I don't know where I'm getting Teddy Riley from. But because Brandy,
Babyface and Teddy Riley.
It was Teddy Riley.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why am I? Oh, because I remember I'm thinking Teddy Riley because Brandy was talking about him.
Okay, yeah.
I fucked up,
No,
but yeah.
Babyface and Teddy Riley, yeah.
But Babyface came way before him.
Yeah, but still legends. Both considered legends.
112 and Boyz II Men aren't legends. Those are legendary groups.
I don't know.
112 had I liked up until like a couple years. I think I liked most, if not all, of Boyz II Men. 112. I literally 112. I think I just like 2-3 years. Maybe 4 or 5.
Boyz II Men is like iconic.
They are.
Black quartet R&B style. 112 is just like a notch below.
They are a notch below. You are right.
That's what I would consider them.
You are right.
Because I can see Boyz II Men is on that Jodeci level.
I just don't see how 112 and I don't know. I didn't think 112 and Jagged Edge were like a good match. I don't know why. But I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Well, it makes sense. I
think R&B to when it turned into hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Because Boyz II Men, you wouldn't see them.
Do that much.
I wouldn't see Boyz II Men doing the Peaches and Cream song because that's when R&B was turning hip hop.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because
that was probably right up until the end, because then they also have the end of me liking them, because they also had the joint with a couple joints with Biggie. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, there was a time where you couldn't tell in these music videos, the early 2000s or whatever, you couldn't tell whether an R&B video was a hip hop video. You couldn't tell if a hip hop video was an R&B video.
So it was either R&B featuring hip hop or hip hop featuring R&B.
Yeah, because I remember seeing Peaches and Cream, motherfuckers are crip walking.
Yeah.
It's like this is, and then you'd see Diddy doing special delivery, and they're all doing their Harlem Shake.
Yeah.
It all looked the fucking same. They all got the Nike suits. They got the headbands on. They're all fucking dancing and shaking around.
Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah, that's what it was, man.
Yeah,
so you couldn't tell.
Sense. I wonder if they would pit 2 bad boys together.
Why not?
What would you do, though?
If you want to do bad, Have Faith versus
Mary.
Yeah.
I know they were Catch a Danny Ray Show, Cornerstone on Station Head app.
Corner Radio.
Oh, wait. No, it's Station Head app.
Station Head, but Corner Radio. You said Cornerstone.
Oh, Corner. I probably want ice cream.
Corner Radio app.
Corner Radio app, Station Head.
Station Head app, Corner Radio. I'm messing it up too. My bad.
All right. Sorry, Danny. But Danny Ray Show, go get it. So anyway, they were talking about it on there. I think she or somebody else, in the comments where they mentioned Mary and Faith.
Mary and Faith could work. I can see that.
I can see that because I know we talked about Mariah and Mary, or Mariah and Whitney. I don't know.
Which I think Mariah and Mary could work, even though it's kind of different.
Yeah.
Mariah's in a class of her own, unless you get another legendary one like a Diana Ross. Something like that.
Diana Ross has so much shit way before Mariah.
But they all got hits. The whole thing is they have enough hits. They both have enough hits, so it's but you're right, different eras. So
different eras.
It's tough, man. Sometimes the verses.
I can't think of a song that would match up to Vision of Love. And that was off Mariah's first joint.
I would like to have just a Pac versus Biggie versus.
But who would do it?
I don't know. You could have Snoop sit in for Pac,
Snoop
and you
and
could
Diddy?
have Diddy sit in for Biggie.
Oh, that would actually.
Or
might be
Dre.
fun.
Have Dre sit in for Pac and Biggie sit up.
Who do you think he was closer to, Dre or Snoop? Because we all know. Like,
Well, Dre, because this would be like the producers.
the producers. Yeah,
The
it makes sense,
producers, yeah.
Yeah. that makes
I
some
would
sense.
I would do that. But I don't know if it would be an issue with like their states and
But
playing
would
the
you
music.
But if you had Dre, would you still do Diddy?
For Biggie?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I mean, but just to show that the whole East Coast West Coast thing is done.
Yeah, true.
Just show unity because they're cool with each other. It's
No,
obvious.
they are. They are. Yeah.
So you've definitely seen Diddy and Snoop hanging together. So
Or if you do Diddy, honestly, if you did Diddy, it would make more sense to do Suge Knight.
have Suge reporting live from jail. From the
Yeah,
cell, doing
imagine.
doing the verses.
Imagine it's just a call, so it's just his picture and the call in.
File photo.
He's like, all right, pick this, get this one.
All
and
right,
it's
bet
like
this next one will
it's
play.
a whole Zoom video.
Put on that California love.
And then you hear the operator. You have like a few minutes left or something. You have 30 seconds left.
You have
All right,
30
let me call
seconds
you
left
back.
with the inmate.
All right, let me call back again. Play this record. Play Hail Mary.
I think he'll be able to, with the way prison's set up now, I've been seeing motherfuckers doing lives
Oh
when
my
they
God.
sell.
No, Suge Knight having him do Tupac's set, that would be so disrespectful. No, Dre is
Oh, he
fine.
would talk shit.
It was a joke, so I had to
The
go
shade
with
in
it.
between would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, this motherfucking record we play once we heard y'all leave that party or something shit like that.
Because if you're going with like the execs, that's what I'm thinking about. But
Sugar probably lead off with Hit 'Em Up.
oh, yeah.
We gonna start this off right.
Machiavelli. Like I already hear it.
Fuck that bitch in the click. Yeah, no, I can see that happening.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. No, Dre and Diddy makes more. Dre and Diddy on their own catalog.
Yeah,
But
because they got
then-
enough themselves.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Dre would have to do NWA.
But then they would just both do songs that they produce for other artists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think that might be more of a producer one.
yeah, that would be cool.
Than
I'd be
anything.
down with that with Diddy versus Dre.
Yeah.
But I think Dre doesn't want to do it because I think we talked about it before. He
doesn't
knows.
want- I don't- he's
he
more-
knows
he's
like
controlling.
the trolling,
Yeah.
the memes and shit that would pop up.
No, the trolling, but I'm saying he's controlling. At
Oh,
the end of
yeah.
the day. Yeah. So he's very like, no, like my image, blah, blah, whatever.
Yeah.
Even though it is with Apple, and he's partnered up with them. No.
I don't know if he's still with them, but sure.
Oh,
Why
I just
not?
always see like
The
it's
bag's got to
always
be there.
Dre and Apple together.
The bag's got to
The
be there.
Beats
for him.
one, yeah.
What else? What else we got? What else? Moving on from there. What else we got?
Moving on. So Tyler Perry is officially
yes.
a billionaire. A round of applause for
Shout
that. From homeless to a billionaire.
I believe I've only seen 3 of his fucking movies in my lifetime, and 2 of them were just because I had nothing else to do on TV.
Yeah.
I was just bored. But great for him, man. I mean, that's someone that's definitely been about black-owned business.
Yeah, and
Independent.
I do have a clip that I kind of wanted to play that I remember came out a little while ago. Let me just play this now.
Me owning all of my copyrights, me owning all of my shows, me owning every movie, me owning everything, has put me in a position where not only
Own
can
your
I
own shit,
have a
that's
studio
what it
where
means.
9,000 people have went through the gates to come to work last year, but also to have generational wealth for my son and his children. And if they manage it right after I'm dead and gone, what that means is it's passed on to so many people. So if you want real change comes with ownership. As long as you're renting the house and somebody else owns it, they have the power. Me owning all.
Exactly. Now I just wanted to play that. in
True words
tribute.
can't be spoken.
Yeah.
Ownership.
So ownership is everything. But yeah, that was a real quick one.
No, shout out to Tyler Perry, man. Like, it's just the epitome of independence, just doing it by yourself, ignoring all the rules and the restrictions and guidelines and making it happen for yourself, believing in yourself goes a long way, man. He's set up a lot of careers for other people. His movies have transitioned into TV shows
Yep.
on other networks and stuff. So he's living the dream, man. And to have his own movie studio where, can make other movies for other people using his network or just renting it out to other people to use their own and do their
Yeah.
own shit is the best thing you can fucking do. So much love to Tyler Perry, man, becoming a billionaire. Well received, well deserved.
No, for sure. All
Yeah,
right.
man.
Do you want to break real quick or move on?
And we're back. Episode 53 of Lyrical Fix Podcast with your host, Kid Pro and Sade. Year 2.
Fucking weirdo.
All right, where the fuck are we at now?
I think we have pretty much just like one more topic left,
Okay. Oh,
or a couple more.
our favorite podcaster.
Yeah. Talked about him last week. He's back again.
We are the Joe Vengers, and as always, if anything Joe Budden related
Oh,
I wish we had video. I wish it was on video.
it's everywhere.
I wish it was on video. Oh, it just busted everywhere.
All right, we gotta cancel.
And we're back. We just had a little.
Should I keep that part in?
Yeah, you should. We had a little technical difficulty. Not even technical, just like Sade's water bottle just decided to bust everywhere. As soon as she opened that shit. I wish we had video, man. That shit was hilarious.
That was not like, and I just bought this today. Didn't shake it, nothing. Telling you, a fucking kid, because I've been on my sparkling water. Now I'm afraid. I just closed it. I'm afraid to open it.
No, you're fine now.
Okay. I was just like, ugh.
Shit exploded. Took the whole quarter of your fucking bottle away.
Yeah, it's down to the label now.
Yeah. That shit was funny. That's
it's
sparkling
all over
water.
the couch, the
yeah,
floor,
I don't fuck with
my
the
leg.
sparkling water. No, I don't know why.
Smells
Holy
good,
shit.
though. It's black cherry. All right, no.
No.
Go ahead. What were we doing?
I forgot. We were talking about
Joe
the
Budden.
Joe Budden. Yeah, so we are Joe Vengers, and anything that happens with the Joe Budden podcast, we usually like to respond on. So, yeah, man, there was recent claims of domestic abuse cited by one of Joe Budden's ex-girlfriends, Tahiry Jose. They've had quite the relationship. If you were an early fan of Joe Budden, you would know that was one of the first women that Joe would like regularly post on his JoeBudden.tv.
Yeah, Joe Budden
videos,
TV.
Joe
Like
Budden
that
TV
was
videos.
during the time they were together.
Yeah, so that was the time they were together. So she was prominently shown on that, and there was a lot of fights and stuff that you would see. But one of the things we never saw was Joe putting his hands on a woman, and apparently that was brought up. So she did a interview with somebody, I think Hollywood Unlocked or some shit, and she talked about a scenario where Joe had broken her nose and everything like that.
Yeah, which is weird because I remember her like talking about it in the past, and like she just it was never like she said she got in a fight, like it was like she got kind of almost like sucker punched, but it was, she would describe it as I think like a party or something in the past. But then the Marriage Boot Camp came out, and I've been watching it. Just because, I mean, it's her and Votto.
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of
I
funny.
had no idea that was even happening.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, then she talks about how it was an old boyfriend that hit her.
Right.
So then I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay. Like, I'm like, my mind is a little, like, I know I have no perception of time. I know, maybe I just got I got it wrong, whatever. I swear I thought I heard it was, like, a random guy or, like, whatever, something at a party. I didn't know it was, like, a boyfriend. And then after, I guess, the show wraps up, then she comes out with this. Let me get it real quick. All right, so this is the interview that she had.
You know, that relationship left me with a fractured rib, a broken nose because somebody was sending him a message, and I used to always say, "Yo, stop beefing out there. I'm out there still working." And he hit me on that nose and then pushed me down a flight of stairs. I remember having to talk him out of letting me go that day. I remember having a plan to leave because the reason why he was so upset was because I was already leaving. You know, that relationship left me with.
So she said that. Do I have to play it again?
No.
Oh, okay. You got it. You heard that?
Yeah, I was sorry. I was
Because you were getting uncomfortable.
I was getting comfortable.
I got distracted a little bit, but I've seen this clip before. React. What do you think?
I think it's considering the climate that we're in, it's a story that if it were true, definitely needs to be told by someone.
Yeah.
You know, and if the story was true, then the people involved should definitely be somewhat punished for it, or at least be outed for it. And when I heard it, I was like, man, not Joe, man, like, you know.
Because he did have the other domestic dispute charges.
Yeah, because I mean, if you know Joe, if you follow Joe's history in his music and just his off music stuff, like he's not the most perfect guy in the world.
No,
you know, but then again, who is?
Toxic guy, but
toxic
no, I don't
person,
think
sure.
That toxic.
You know, he was growing up. He's in his 20s. He admitted to it. He spoke about it a lot in his songs, but never have I heard that to that extreme where he would just put his hands on another woman.
No, and then remember, what was it right around the time he had the domestic dispute shit? Kaylin tried to say that he beat on her, and when it came out to, like, when he found out about it, he's like, it was some show that they were on, and he's like, is that what you're telling people? And then she just flat was like, no, like, she kind of admitted that she lied about it, like, no, that didn't actually, he never put his hands on me.
That's
and mind you, everybody was just like defending her. Janis Joplin was on the show.
Yeah.
and like approached him with the pen, like she was about to stab him. Like, if you touch this fucking girl, he's like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, he was completely lost, and I think that's when,
Because I get it, because it's like, whenever a girl even mentions it, no matter what, whether it's true or not, it's like the first instinct is like, okay, we got to protect her. Because automatically it's just the guy is public enemy number one. He's shit. He's lower than low. He's scum. You know, not knowing that a lot of these girls just say that shit just to fucking lie.
It's just unfortunate, the fact that it's a lie. Caitlyn lied on that. And then, like, I mean, she admitted right away.
Well, let's go, you know, before we even go into that, let's just, because we heard that. That was our first, like, initial reaction. That was my initial reaction. Like, no, wait, no, this can't be Joe. Like, Joe can't be doing this shit. No. And then, of course, when I heard this news, it came out, I think, on Monday, Tuesday. So
and
I'm like,
Wednesday on the pod.
Right, and they recorded Tuesday night. So Joe had responded to this Tuesday evening.
Here. So. Let me start with, this young lady is a liar. A cancerous, toxic liar. I'm uncertain why she's lying this way. I'm not certain if she is misspeaking. If she has a false recollection of things. I'm not sure what it is, but she said some things that didn't sit right with my soul. We're talking about 24 and 25-year-old Joe, 25-year-old, 26-year-old you. We're toxic to each other. And I'm glad that the climate has changed and we are able to have some conversations today that we couldn't have back then. Yeah. Because today I'm very comfortable saying you were abusive. You used to beat my ass. You threw, you hit me, you kicked me, you did a whole bunch of shit that's not was alleged here. Let me start with this young lady.
So I didn't get to listen to this episode yet because it's so new.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. That's really the important parts. The other guys were pretty much saying like, yo, I mean, I've known you for this long. I've never known you to
Maul was
to hit
around.
a woman. Maul was around. So and if anybody would have seen it, would have been Maul. Rory couldn't really speak to it because he wasn't around when they were dating.
He came out later on.
And Parks really couldn't speak to it either. But Maul was definitely like, look, I mean, I've been there with you and your past relationships, most of them, but I've never known you to do about this. We've had conversations about other things, and you know, he would say to him, it's like, look, Joe, if different girls are saying the same thing, then it's probably leading to something. But never was it about that extreme.
No, I think it was more like the cheating.
Yeah, which he admitted to, which is like, whatever, that is what it is. But never to the point of like, okay, I physically put my hands on a woman and like, and mistreated her. So, and then to top it off, like, because all this is he say, she say.
She say. Hearsay.
He say, hearsay.
No, it's just I'm laughing, but I do the same thing. Yeah, hearsay. It's hearsay. There
he say, she say. Fucking shit. He say.
It's okay. Just give up. Do you see me?
He say, she say. Yes, I said it.
Okay, you got it right.
Yeah. Hearsay.
See, that's why I give up. I'm like, how do you say it? Because I get all tongue-tied.
So it is all hearsay until you play that video that Joe released, which is Tahiry recounting that incident where she had her nose broken. Joe is filming her telling the story. Yeah. Like he's laying on the bed. She's on the other side of the bed and she's telling her story.
You want me to play it?
We could play that, yeah, absolutely, just for reference. But basically, it's just like, yo, your whole story here is your story's worthless at this point. You're telling Joe a story about you getting your nose broken by another man. Yeah. So wherever you're coming from, where you're putting this on Joe and it's Joe's fault is ridiculous. And like once I saw that, I'm like, all right, I can't trust anything this girl says.
Because I'm sure Joe Budden TV, the old shit is probably still up because I think it's the same YouTube page that he uses for the podcast.
And all it takes is a diehard fan to remind them, like, wait a minute, there's footage of her saying this. So yeah, we can play that shit. Play that.
Right. And you know what's funny is I remember this video.
I don't.
Don't mind how my baby looked. She was in a fight with a guy and lost.
I wasn't in a fight with a guy, first of all.
So, who says that if you can't hear Tahiry very clear, because she's on the other side of the room.
Because you might win.
Even do nothing.
No. That's where you. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No comment.
Listen, no. That's some good. Like when you say no comment. That was a coward. It wasn't even a man. That's all I have to say. Because I was disrespected, I was violated, and then on top of that, because I defend myself, I came and swung and hit my nose.
I'm gonna see you. Don't worry about it. Listen.
That's her saying.
So listen, this is
I
it.
remember.
As our intern came on,
room.
talk about
I remember,
that.
like,
No comment.
the fucking mirror,
Listen.
all that shit.
Joe Budden, at Mouse Budden. Come on, nobody. Get your nose. It's fine. Smile wasn't the greatest, and he might have helped you out. Nigga might. What was alleged here?
Yeah, so, that along with other stuff, like Joe was saying, what he was saying in the video, where she would attack him, like she would pull knives out at him. And at the time, he didn't know it was toxic behavior because he was just 24, 25. He just thought they were beefing. So it wasn't until now when he really looks back at it, it's like, man, that was a really toxic relationship that I was in.
Yeah, very.
And he just wasn't saying anything. He wasn't trying to out Tahiry and make her look bad because it's like, what's the point, really? Last thing you want to do is tear another woman down by saying that stuff. But
and they seemed
cool. I mean,
Yeah,
somewhat
like,
cool. They were
past it.
troubled. They seemed like they were past it, right? So
Yeah.
for her to come out, especially, and I told you about this, for this to come out the week after he shits on Spotify and calls them out for the shit they're doing, pillaging, as he mentioned it, and being this fucking horrendous fucking label or whatever he's called it now. It's just very convenient that all of a sudden an ex of his comes out and there's like dirt being dug up on him.
Yeah.
Especially dirt that's not even true.
No, yeah, it's funny because so not only with the Spotify thing, but the reason for the interview is because she just like the marriage boot camp just finished.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it, but I got to like most of it, so I saw like she throws the apples at Vado's head, like crazy shit. He kind of like mushed her. And then the interview comes up right after that. So there's, okay, let me stunt for the show, my post-promo run, I guess, after the show. People want to talk about it. And in the show, she does mention it was an ex-boyfriend that hit her in the face. That's what I was talking about before. Right. Which, while I was watching it, I'm like, I don't remember that. But maybe I'm just bugging, like, because once I see something, it's like, all right, whatever, it's not important to me. Something, and maybe I just got it wrong, whatever. And then for you to mention Joe Budden's name, like you could have kept it on with the ex-boyfriend.
Yep.
And then not, but now you mentioned his name full out, then it brings up to the Spotify thing.
Well, you know what? I blame whoever was probably interviewing him because they probably brought that up. Like, oh, you had.
I didn't.
That's what I'm assuming because it was probably brought up that way because there was no other reason for her to mention Joe unless the reporter, whoever's interviewing, asked.
But the way that she keeps going on with it, it's.
Well, because that's her most high-profile relationship.
Yeah,
I think that's why.
There's also Jake.
And
there's
this
also JR.
Yeah, but like high profile.
Those are the only two I really know.
Was she really with Drake though?
No, I think they like fucked around and like
like nothing to really like say like
he flew her out somewhere or some shit. I remember Joe talking about it.
Which is wild just to even think about that. Just
I remember he was like, "Yeah, playing with the dolphins," some shit like that. But
that's right.
They were in DR. But nah, fucking what was I gonna say? But like I don't know if the interviewer. I didn't watch the full thing. I saw it written out. And I didn't watch the interview, and that's when I had hit you up, and then they started posting the videos. But trying to think, right after like Shade Room and other blogs are posting his response from the podcast, then she had posted a picture of herself, and she comments, "It's the lies for me."
Yo, hey, whatever it is, whatever you want to say, sure. But look, there's video evidence.
Then that video came out maybe like a few hours after she posted that.
Yeah. So look, I'm just saying, I hope she got a nice little bag for saying what she said. I hope she got something for that. To just put herself out like that and then be proven wrong.
It almost made me think that Love and Hip Hop was coming back, but I don't think they're coming back because of COVID. So I just don't understand what was the point of all that.
It's so fucking corny.
Yeah, that was.
I really hope she got paid for it. That's the only thing that I hope that she got out of it.
And then like showing love to like Sin and then like causing drama with that. It's like just fucking weird. No, but regardless, the reason why I wanted to talk about it was people who lie on that it's just it gives it a bad look. So now because it's so fresh, now women are either too afraid to speak up, or if they do speak up, then it's like they're crying wolf in that sense.
You better have your fucking receipts in order.
Yeah,
if you're gonna pull some shit like that.
Even Rory had that. I think Rory talked about in the pod, like the girl that he lost his virginity to, she cried rape.
Right.
And there was this whole thing, and he was like fucking 14 years old dealing with that shit. Like, it's just, and it wasn't that. Like, he was innocent of it. But it's just, I just don't understand.
It's ridiculous. It goes to show you, man, you can't believe all this shit. They say believe all women, but nah, some of them have ulterior motives. Yeah. And it's an ugly, ugly fucking
Whether you're
game.
famous or you're just nobody.
And I wouldn't put it past Spotify reaching out to like his exes and shit. And say, hey, we'll throw you a little bag if you want to say this and that.
Well, I mean, they need to stop doing that because their stocks are going down. It's not like they're going to...
Hey man, they gotta survive somewhere out here, and I wouldn't put it past them to be petty.
Bring it down. Yeah, I can see that actually.
wouldn't
It makes
put it past
sense.
him.
Yeah, because Joe's been petty, posting their daily stock fucking shit every day.
Yeah. Oh, you know he's having a ball
Well,
doing
yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
Hey, look,
Whatever.
he's on to bigger and better things apparently. So we're gonna see, man.
And
Soon
then I was debating on talking about it, but we'll save it for maybe next time. Charlemagne and Joe.
yeah, you know what? It's funny because Charlemagne's podcast took a break this week. I was waiting for today's episode to hear the response. Yeah, so
we'll wait for the response.
we'll wait for the response. I'm sure it's something because Joe had a lot to
Both
say.
of them are so fucking weird. They're like friends, but they're not friends. It's so weird. So fucking weird.
It's more regular than you think.
I mean that. Yeah, it is. I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, what am I
Especially
saying?
in that world.
I've had to deal with that myself.
So it's out there.
True.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, it is what
All
it
right.
is.
Any other topics or?
No, I think that's it. I mean, other than that, let me see. Anything that I'm excited for this week coming up? Oh, the live action Mulan releases.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
I mean
that.
to check that out. I got the
Yeah.
Disney Plus, but I think I got to pay extra for that. I always wanted to see that shit though.
Do you have to pay extra?
Yeah, it's like premium access type shit.
Oh.
I got it for free now. I got that year free subscription,
Mm-hmm.
but I got to pay extra to see it. So
That kind of sucks.
I think that's it. Other than that, I
I'll
don't
wait
think
until
there's
it's like
anything else.
regular Disney Plus.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else really going on this weekend. I'm going paintballing. On
Oh
Sunday.
yeah, that's right. You were telling me. Yeah.
That'd be cool. I'm not really geeked for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is what it is, but I'm gonna wear extra layers of clothing because I don't want to be all bruised up and
No,
shit.
you need to. My
And no helmets, motherfuckers. They don't give us helmets, so
It's
motherfuckers.
bugged out.
They said
Well,
don't shoot below the neck. I'm like, you better.
Yeah, no, my brother. I think he got his own helmet and his own gun because I remember I don't think he didn't rent it because I remember he brought it back home, and he had the craziest bruise because somebody hit the helmet. And he has a bruise on the side of his head.
Nah, see, that's
He
why
had
I'm like,
bruises
nah.
all over, but
I'm
he
not
wasn't.
anticipating that.
He had like just a jumpsuit, and
Yeah.
he was just wearing just shorts and wife beater, like boxers and a wife beater. I think.
Yeah, I was told like wear like extra sweats, wear a fucking layer. I'm
No,
like,
you
I'm
need
gonna
to.
sweat, but whatever. At least I'm not gonna hurt.
Yeah, no, paintball is way better like fall or like early winter.
Yeah, I'm not.
No.
I'm not down to get bruised up.
No,
So,
fuck
I'm
that
doing
shit.
that. And then oh man, I saw
What?
for Labor Day weekend that I'm gonna just shout them out. Henrietta's Palette. I got their seafood boil.
Oh yeah, I
couple
was like
months
that
ago.
sounds familiar.
They
yeah.
got another one for Labor Day, like 175 a special for like
Oh,
a
nice.
bunch of seafood shit, like a pound of shrimp and some other stuff, crab legs, and it's all infused.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
I might have to hit them up. It's a nice little 175.
You gotta hit him. You gotta hit him up soon. 'Cause I'm
I know
sure
it's
that-
limited quantities because for 175, all that shit they're including in that, yeah,
I bet you B already called them.
it's 48 hour infused something jerk chicken along with everything
Holy
else.
shit! That's
Some shit like that. I saw. I could read the fucking. Let me read the menu right now.
I also have not eaten
What?
today, so
You have what?
I haven't really eaten today.
Oh, you haven't? Nigga, you
Starving.
shit.
Maybe I have some soup. I'll bring it to the greenhouse.
Wait till I read you this shit.
No.
Oh yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay, Labor Day special. 48-hour marinated infused jerk chicken glazed with a can of coconut jerk sauce. Comes with infused braised cabbage and rice and peas. And then on top of that, the extendo boil. I feel like we're running an ad right now. 8 clusters, 3 lobsters, 2 pounds of shrimp, 3 corn, 3 potatoes, 2 beef sausage links. The extendo for 175 Labor Day special.
That
Oh, I'm
sounds
so
bomb.
ready for that. Oh, nigga, I'm
That
ready.
really does sound bomb.
Man, Henrietta's is dope. I had this shit last time. They're fucking amazing. Shout out to them. Great. And they gave me some extra shit last time, too. Some extra hot sauce and stuff. Because they're dope. Shout out to them. No, that's it. That's all I got for this week, though.
Okay.
Living life out here.
I have really nothing but work this weekend,
we can-
this past week. So we can move on.
We can get into the If You Don't Know.
If you don't know.
Into America's favorite segment.
Wait, I got mixed up when the water busted. All right.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
So, do I go first? Because I have the cord.
If you want to go, yeah, you go first.
Okay. So, my first one is, let me just get this together right quick. This is Young Benny. We saw him at the
Young
show.
Benny.
This is the guy we were talking about earlier. Down the street freestyle. It's really dope though. I like it.
Benny.
So, let me get this playing right quick. Hold on.
Look, I'm needing no approval. I've been plowing through these bitches like it's snow removal. Busted on the stomach, shit look like a toaster strudel. She said, Benny, you lethal in bed, it's almost close to brutal. My bad. It's cause your boyfriend, he's a rhyming noodle. A different breed, a little different from the common poodle. Watch your speech talk, it's cheap, boy, your shit be frugal. Always had a chip up on my shoulder and it's not a bugle. Yeah, y'all probably quit before you plan to start. I'm too hungry for that shit and I ain't got no plans to start. When it's coming to the business, know that we gon' handle ours. That's the difference between me and you and what my standards are. Every weekend fall in love, I'm breaking random hearts. I'm hitting shorty from behind, the pigtails be like handlebars. I'm believing in my dreams till I land on charts. Work with my team, rhyme schemes and expanding bars. Mama always told me, Ben, you'll be a handsome star.
Young Benny Down the Street freestyle. Dope. And then his live performance, as much as I saw before we got the bad news, it was really good. So let me get my next one. Yeah, you go. Okay, you go.
All right.
Yeah, the fuck was that?
Sorry,
I'm still waiting for this fucking video to finish, bro. This is so annoying. Alright. Who is your first, if you don't know?
Okay, so my first entry, if you don't know, is another rapper that I met out at the World Underground MC competition. I met a bunch of fucking rappers, all dope from all different parts of the country. This one is known by the name Saeg. His at name is, I'll spell it, Saegarts. He's got a brand new single called Palo, Palo. Sage Free, Burn the Sage.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
My bad.
I'm going to go into the song right now. Again, it's called Palo. Play that joint right now.
She do it for the pain, for a stress, for a brain at her best. When the sheets and pillows stain, and she feel it in her chest. Give her peace of mind when I dig inside her mind. Moving rock inside the dark is her favorite time to shine. I'm the reason that she come to work happy. Breakfast in the morning, sausage with her patties. Love me while she moaning, she like it nice nasty. Ask for one thing and I give it to her gladly. She do it for the palo. Body like a model. Beat it like a palo. Don't stop is the motto. Young king call me Pablo. She do it for the palo. Body like a model. Beat it like a palo. Don't stop is the motto. Young king call me Pablo. She do it for the passion for a goal, satisfaction in her soul. Break it down to fractions.
Shout out
Every
to
time
Saeg.
she take it
Song's
home.
called
She
Palo,
don't do a lot of
Palo.
grabbing.
Again, if you want to find him, that's Saegarts on Instagram. That's Saeg. Shout out to the homie Saeg. I see you, brother. You want to pass back to you or go to my second one?
Go to your second one.
Okay, my second one. Okay, my second one. Very, very interesting entry that came in, and I say interesting because it was a surprise. Because my boy S.T.M.O, otherwise known as Shakespeare the Modern Opiate, love that motherfucking name, came out with a surprise single. Just hit me up on a DM like, yo, I just dropped a single. Didn't even promote it really, but he's got a brand new project coming out, Becoming King. And he's already played me a bunch of tracks, and he showed me his track list as well. There was two I played here before. One was called Puro, which I fucking loved. Then he played another one, On My Way, which I think is going to be the first track on his project, which is fucking amazing. And then this one just gave a different fucking feel, too, because it had more of like a Jamaican feel to it, which I really appreciated. So I'm about to play that right now. It's called My Heart, produced by Mantra. This is Shakespeare the Modern Opiate, S.T.M.O with My Heart. Let's fast forward a little bit as well.
Just wait for your rhythm, you have to drop. Love how she thick when she talk. She pretty in her face and her body so hot. Look a bit the waist, every man I claim that. Nah, shame of the game that she can't build. Everybody want drill that. God, them love how she thick when she talk. She pretty in her face and her body so hot. Yeah. So you know if we worry coming out the game. Been through a lot, I could show the pain. From my earth, I never hurt again. Never think the same, I never love the same. Cause I know what will remain. Hey, my heart, my heart, my heart, my heart. Yeah, yeah. Cause I stand in love, don't fall in it. Never call it quits, but you're all in it. Not about it, straight far from it. Far from it, far from it. stray far from it, far from it, far from it, far from it, far from it. So treat me the same way that you wanna be treated. When you're sitting lonely, girl, it's clear I can see it. You say you want better, but then it's hard to believe.
That was Shakespeare, the Modern Opiate with My Heart, produced by Mantra. That was my two. If you don't know, shout out to Saeg, shout out to Shakespeare, the Modern Opiate. Yeah.
So this is my second one. Let me get this right.
I see you, Shake, out here, man, rapping, singing. I see you, brother. I see you. A little bit of auto-tune in the mix.
Vibes. AJ would be like, you know the vibes. You know the vibes.
Oh, my God. You know the vibes, Dad.
All right, so my second one is Switch Mob featuring Geno Five. I've been watching them. They're pretty dope. Believe it's 5 of them on Switch Mob. And it's cool because they have like...
And to collaborate with Geno 5 made sense.
Yeah.
See that?
So stupid. Oh, yeah. I didn't even... Oh, look at you.
Oh, look at me.
No, but they're pretty cool. And they do this whole like live band thing. And I love their aesthetic. I love like their songs and how they like their performance. I haven't seen them live yet, but I've seen the videos. And they're pretty cool. I can't wait to see them. We'll meet them. All right. So, yeah, this is Pass the Aux featuring Geno, Switch Mob.
Hope you don't mind. We'll slow the grind. That's right. Pass the I believe that. Give it to me, flame that. Over here for real though. Ooh, I think I like that. Said I'ma need that. Give it to me, swing that. Over here for real though. Ooh, I think I like that.
Talk, turn off the talk. Up my window, pass me the aux. Mix with the perm or Bobby with the locks. Look up my phone and let's roll and rock. I got a couple CDs in my trunk. You see me with a couple bucks up in my pocket. In the record store, I'm shitting profit. Clocking everything from B.I.G. to Total. I walk out the door and I come back tomorrow. Squad in the right, no traffic. With the music at what's happening. Then we start laughing. Turn on some Tupac and lost control as we went block to block. They was at me, bought you up. Don't take the aux unless someone called you up. We got a couple pins and they all fall through. It's cool. I got my love and my
He was probably within like the next few verses. So yeah, so Switch Mob is S.T.M.O, I believe. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, babe. Chris, Sarah, Emily, and Wyatt. So dope. I gotta like actually start paying attention because I don't know who is who when I listen to their music
and who plays what.
Yeah. So I gotta like actually get down. Okay, who does what?
I like that though.
Shout out to Switch
Shout out to
Mob.
everybody there.
Really good.
Switch Mob and Geno.
All right. So that was If You Don't Know.
And please believe, if you didn't know, now you know. That's
and
what
we do not own the
here.
rights. Oh, we
don't own the rights to any of this music, first and foremost. We are just showing love to the artists that we feature because we feel that they have a
say that every episode?
I'll say it every time. No problem. Just so they understand and they are aware that this is just merely another platform for us to show you that, hey, we dig your song. We think you got something here. And we feel that you should keep going and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
It is support. 100%, nothing more, nothing less.
And I know we only play like about a minute of each song, so sometimes we miss like features or the other verse or something like that, like if there's anybody else on the track. So we apologize, but it's dope, so go check it out.
And also, if you ever hear this shit and we play something or we say something, we mispronounce whatever, or we didn't get the project right, please feel free to hit us up and let us know so that we can correct it and make sure that it gets the proper recognition that it's
also
needed.
I'm an English major who doesn't speak English, so it's fine.
And I'm a Spanish minor who really didn't finish Spanish.
That's
neither here nor there. All right, so you said we got work.
Notes.
You said you got work this week.
I just got work. Oh, I was thinking what was I gonna say? So Danny on the Danny Ray show, she has that clear the air thing.
Yeah.
And I usually I'll participate in like the comments and shit, but this one, I had a recent, actually it's like nonstop. This bullshit I've been going through with a couple people actually, and one of my clear the airs I actually did participate was, if you get caught lying, stop lying. Like the jig is up, cat's out of the bag. You've been caught.
Oh, like if you're confronted by the person who knows you're lying, you should stop lying?
Yeah, or if it's kind of just known. Because in my situation, I told the person, hey, like, no, you can stop. Like, you know, everybody knows. everybody knows. And then she'll continue to lie. Or it's like, no, just stop. Once she got caught in the lie, or like caught doing something, and then she just kind of like, making fun of it. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, you can just own up to it. Like, own up to it.
So some people, it's hard to own up. Other people, it's easier. I think for a lot of people, once you're caught, you're caught. Other people just don't want to accept it, and they'll deny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it happens.
I never understand that. Is that like... Does it come with age when you learn how to...
No, because I've been in situations where I've denied, and I've been in other situations where I've been caught and be like, yeah, you know what? You caught me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for different things, multitude of things. And I think it just depends on the situation.
Yeah.
I think it's what it comes down to. Yeah.
Lord. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, that was the only thing that was like I thought about earlier. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to bring it up because it's been something that's like, it bothers me like most of my life. Just, if you got caught, then why continue lying? What's the point of that?
Like I said, it all depends on the situation.
You want to keep up the facade?
Sometimes, yes, want to keep up the facade. Other times, just you may not want to hurt the people that's involved, depending on what the situation is. I think, but if the person already knows, why would you continue doing it? You're only making it worse for yourself. Yeah. So again, it all depends on the situation.
Yeah, because this person was like, that she was talking shit about me and like some of the other girls. So when I said, hey, you should watch who you talk to, because that same person who you barely know told me and the other girls what you said, and there was like just a few seconds of just shock, like stuck, like you could see she was thinking of what to say.
Maybe they're afraid of like the repercussions that'll come after it, and they don't want to.
Oh no, it was already done. But I told her, I'm like, no, just stop. Like she was trying to make fun of it. Like, oh, like I would really not. You calm down. Yeah. It's okay. You got caught. It's okay.
You never know what the person's thinking of. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the situation. I think if you confronted them and they thought, oh man, what's gonna come from this? Let me just not say shit, and that's like their fight or flight response.
Do you think lying is like an addiction?
For some people, I've known people that have lied for no fucking reason at all and had no reason to lie to me and just did it anyways.
I wonder, like, is it like smoking a cigarette? Is it like taking a shot? Is it kind of like one of those things where they can't give it up? Is there a rehab for lying?
I don't know. If there is one, I don't know what it would entail.
Well, no, I mean, that would maybe just be therapy.
But I know
that would just be therapy, I think.
There's, what's the word? Habitual liars? There's
yeah.
What's the other word? There's like another word.
Pathological liar, which I learned recently. Pathological liar is if you're a good liar, but you don't.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, where you don't lie, because I thought pathological. I got that and habitual liar mixed together, so I thought they were kind of like just synonyms, like they were the same, and they are not. Well, so technically, like if you're pathological liar, just means you're a really good liar, but you don't necessarily believe, like you're just. Yeah, it's. I don't know.
Then I dealt with that because the guy lied so much to the point where he started believing his own lies.
I think that might be habitual. I don't think that's pathological.
But then it's like there's also liars that lie about little stuff that has nothing to do with anything, and they just say it just to say it. Like if it's just a conversation in passing, oh yeah, I did that before. Oh, I remember when this happened to me, and it's like that never happened to you.
That might be like a facade.
That's
not the facade.
Those little lies. That's the shit I don't understand.
Yeah, I never get it.
But that's just probably something that's just in the person.
Yeah, somebody who doesn't have a lot.
If they're in a room full of people and they want to look cool or something, or whatever.
To fit in.
I've dealt with it with guys that said like they've done this and this with this girl, they haven't done shit. Like it's like, all right, why lie about that? Like you trying to look cool in front of us and stuff. Yeah, like it's different situations, different people act different ways. So I like at this point it's like it's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of take it for what it is.
Never understand that, and like it not. I mean, it doesn't like keep me up at night, but it still bothers me because I just don't understand like. If you're gonna,
no, I think you really. It's a big waste of time. Not to shit anybody. It's a waste of time trying to figure out how the rest of the world thinks.
That kind of sounds like advice that I would give you.
Well, because it's true. It's like why it is true, if the rest of the world doesn't follow your morals and your like moral compass, why try to force it on the people?
You're right.
You know.
Yeah.
I can't expect someone to act the same way I would with a certain situation. You know that because they've been through different different experiments or different experiences, and they
experiments too, I guess.
Yeah, same shit.
Yeah.
So they're gonna act differently to it. At the end of the day, that's
true,
what it is.
True.
People are who they are. I'm like I just gave up trying to understand it and just live with it. Just they'll show you who they are when the time is right.
I think I have given you that advice.
I think you have, and I've given it to myself as well. I just gotta follow it more.
Same. I don't practice enough what I preach.
That's good. I like half a nut, by the way. I think half a nut is the way to go.
Half a nut.
Half a nut.
Half a nut, and we'll figure out the cover art.
Bust it open.
Busted open sounds so bad. That should have actually been for the WAP. video,
Bust
the
it
WAP
open.
episode.
We'll figure that out too.
We will. All right.
But
So
as
that's-
always,
we're
I'll do the
done.
closing.
It's Easter wrap.
At the Lyrical Fix Pod, you can catch us on IG, mainly
My
there.
pants are still wet.
Sade's pants are still wet. Make sure to listen to us on Audio Mac, Apple, Anchor, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure to get the clips, the full videos, the If You Don't Knows, and everything else in between, the content that we're going to be dropping for y'all in year 2.
Mhm.
We're trying to do it bigger and better. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, give us the 5-star ratings. Keep us hot out in these podcast streets. Please, please,
heard?
please keep the comments positive. Please don't come out here making up some bullshit for year 2.
Can we stop
We
that
out
like
here
sexy
working.
girl comment bullshit? I'm fucking tired of it.
I know, it's getting ridiculous.
It's like they timestamp something and like sexy girl is 33 seconds. Like I have to keep going back to delete all of them.
These spam joints
It's
is
bots,
fucking
like,
ridiculous.
ugh.
These bots, fuck bots.
Annoying. Anyway,
other
go.
than that, man, we're gonna have a chill ass weekend. Next week coming up, we're gonna be pros getting back into the performance circuit.
That's so excited.
You know what I mean? So we're gonna.
Damn, we should have worn our matching shirts next.
Nah, I'll have something. I'll figure out something to do. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But that's it. Anything else, buddy?
No, I'm good.
All right, let's figure out what we're gonna do the rest of the night. All right,
All
so for Lyrical Fix Pod, this has been your host, Kid Pro.
And Sade.
We'll keep y'all in tune. You know what I mean?
Stay plugged.
You know what I mean? Wash your hands, wash your face, wash your ass. Stay healthy out here. Peace.
All right, peace.